Fascinating conversation, Bonnie, all about TMT, it seems, on the ending there. Now, I do remind viewers, of course, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin is testifying. Remember, he is, of course, in front of the House Financial Services Committee hearing today. He's been saying that, in fact, he plans to participate in talks with China. If you want to be viewing that, you can, of course, go to Live Go. But here on Bloomberg TV, it's time for Futures in Focus. Oil remains near yesterday's close as U.S. stockpiles beat estimates, but Saudi pledges to increase output are not bringing crude below $70. Let's bring in Scott Bauer of Prosper Trading Academy, who's at the CME. I mean, what a brutal day it was yesterday for oil. Currently looking at the markets today, we do see some reprieve for Brent, but WTI still lower. Scott, where do you see oil going?
Well, here's the thing right now. It's summer trade, so we're seeing some of these moves actually happen on very, very light volume, which really exacerbates some of the volatility that we're seeing in really the spike up and the sell-off. Right now, I think oil is probably going to tread some water here, no pun intended, in this range. I think we're going to see West Texas trade probably in the 70 to 71 range. I think maybe we got a bit too much of a sell-off in Brent here, and I think we're going to see Brent probably in that 74 to 75 range. What I really see, though, is the combination. You know, right now the spread is what, $3.60, $3.70. I see it widening back out a little bit to the $4.50, $5 range. Certainly not anywhere close to the $10 range we saw, you know, a month ago or so, but I think it has narrowed way too much, too quickly.
And Scott, I mean, earlier today we heard Citi saying, look, this sell-off that we saw is a buying opportunity in oil. Do you think many have been taking that? What are they waiting for that to become a catalyst?
I think they're waiting for other tensions, other geopolitical tensions, quite frankly, to ease a little bit. Obviously, first and foremost with that is what's going on with tariff and trade talk, even though that is not so directly related to the price of oil. That being said, yes, I do think that $70 mark, maybe just sub 70 in West Texas, is a short-term buying opportunity. Once we get through the summer, once another 6 weeks from now, then we may see, you know, we may see some pressure back in the oil space. I do think 70 is a good spot to get in, though.
Fascinating stuff, Scott Bauer, Prosper Trading Academy. We thank you for your time. Let's check in not on just the oil market and commodities, but let's look across to the other assets that are currently trading ahead of the European close. Less, of course, than 35 minutes until the end of trading. And European stocks had been bouncing back to a certain extent. Look at the FTSE up about 0.7%. CAC 40 doing well as well. It really has been travel companies, healthcare, that have been leading the charge. On the downside have been some of the oil majors. If you're looking at FX, it has been a story of slight dollar weakness today. We're seeing the pound trading higher. We got that new white paper, which Mark Barton will be digging into a little bit later, about the softer Brexit approach from Prime Minister Theresa May. Meanwhile, the euro just trading flat, $1.1677. Up next, of course, is Mark Barton and Bonnie Quinn, the European close. This is Bloomberg.